Welcome to episode 7 of the Ginger Sports Podcast. Today myself, Martin and Gordon try to recap the World Cup group stages as well. I want to say as well as previewing the knockout games, but so often when me, Martin and Gordon sit down to do a podcast, specifically us three together, we go off on tangents constantly. For example, in this podcast we start asking questions like, should Germany have brought Leroy Sane? Legitimate question. But then that quickly descends into, how does Gordon manage to shoehorn Emmanuel Frimpong into every podcast? How much a dick is Martin O'Neill? Complete dick, by the way. And basically, how long has Diego Maradona got left to live? That kind of overshadows the football chat a bit. We've not recorded a podcast in like 10 days. That's probably the longest it'll go again. I'm planning on doing them every week. Next one's going to be on VAR, which is going to be fun, which is why we didn't really bring it up on this podcast. But anyway, this is a bit of a tangent based podcast. If you enjoy bullshit with a sprinkle of genuine football chat, this is the podcast for you. Please enjoy. Right, should we start? World Cup?
I think so, alright, good to go.
Yeah. Sound. We're group stages are done. I think it's been a pretty decent World Cup so far, to be honest.
Quite a lot of upsets.
Like, just general quality. I was more scared that it was going to be like the Euros 2 years ago that I watched and were just brutal. It was full of big sides versus smaller sides. The smaller sides would defend for 90 minutes and the big sides would struggle to break them down. It's not been like that at all.
No.
Like, even like
only 1-0 draw?
1-0 draw. And I was going to ask the question, what do you think the worst game of the tournament has been so far?
The one that just was played
today,
England Belgium.
That
was a farce. They shouldn't even. I mean, they should have just tossed a coin. Whoever, like there was a point where Danny Welbeck, like the ball came through to him, and like if he's a professional footballer, he could have made it. You know, he should be able to make it look like he's actually trying, but he just toe blasted it miles past. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, but is that worse than France versus Denmark, where literally no one tried to score? There was, what is it? I've got it written down here. 4 shots on target, the full game. Boos in the stadium. The only 0-0 of the group stage. At least in England, Belgium, Januzaj scored a good goal. Finish.
But when he did score, apparently the England fans celebrated it because then it allowed them to finish. That's a joke.
People were the Belgian fans were celebrating yellow cards because they thought it was going to make them come second.
On the draw thing.
Yeah, I guess Fellaini got one really early on, and then like Dendoncker got one, and like I saw like they were all just kind of like smiling at each other.
Yeah.
But that's the farce. That's the kind of farce of the group stage, like, and that's why I'm worried about the Canadian one or the North American one, because they're going to do two group stages, so you're going to have that ridiculous show effectively twice.
That's like a whole other podcast, man. I could do hours on that. Why that's a pile of shite.
Yeah, but you're right though. Like anything that had no outcome was the worst. They were all the worst games. Like all the rest of the games, like actually had something to them. Even like Egypt playing the last game knowing they were out, actually tried. You know.
Yeah. Even Tunisia today as well. Like.
Yeah.
I'm glad Tunisia beat Panama. I thought Panama seemed like a shower of bastards. I was like, shit. Even against England, you expect.
In what way?
Every way. Like that stereotypical thing where they dive and yet at the same time they are also dirty bastards when they put in their tackle. Like that is, I hate it. I found them, and this coming from a Scotsman, wearing a Scotland top, recording this. I couldn't even root for them against England. I was happy they get pummeled 6-1, and I was actually sad they even scored.
I only saw a wee bit of that game, but it did kind of remind me of when Porto played Celtic And then Porto were doing the exact same.
Yeah.
Diving left, right and centre, but also dirty bastards.
Yeah.
And then basically cheated their way to win. And as much as I'm not a Celtic fan, I kind of felt bad. I was like, that's pretty poor. Like, that Celtic have lost on such a shocking...
It's just the most frustrating thing.
Aye.
No, and I don't want to go too close to your VAR subject because I know you're going to do one on that, but like the amount of diving in this World Cup has been probably the worst I've ever seen. Like some of the stuff, the Pepe one, Neymar, like he was diving around until all of a sudden he needed to get a goal, and then he was people were literally like kicking him like 10 feet in the air and he's getting straight back up again. It's got to the point where like if Canadians are like, if that's the one thing they come up and talk to you about when they're talking about the World Cup, that's a problem. In my mind.
For the North Americans, it really is.
Yeah.
They
should be talking about the game, not the fact that Neymar, some bar in Rio de Janeiro said that they would do 3 rounds of drinks every time Neymar dives. That's ridiculous.
That
was their thing. That was literally a bit in the news. Like, it's just annoying that they're not talking about, the fact that like Lewandowski was absolutely shit for Poland, or the fact that Neymar nearly scored an absolute belter. It's more about the diving.
For me, Lewandowski, he wasn't that bad for Poland. It's just he's a penalty box striker, and when he comes outside the penalty box and has to make things for himself, he struggles. But no, I totally agree. There's been a ton of diving, usual suspects.
Pepe's one man was just. There's only so much hate you can have for one person in this world, and I swear to God, like all my hate, like 99% of my hate for famous people goes in Pepe.
Were you rooting for Diego Costa?
Oh yeah,
yes, yeah.
Of course. But he's an arsehole as well.
Exactly.
Like, yeah. But I just don't like Diego Costa has never raked his studs over somebody's back. That one for.
I know when you're talking about.
Yeah. Like he's never. Pepe's just a. He's just a real animal of a human being. Like if you call him a human being, he is more animal than anything. Sorry,
right,
ran over.
Off on tangents here.
So on the back of the worst game, what do you think the best game has been?
There has been quite a few good games.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, like off the top of my head, what ones I really enjoyed.
Germany won the 2-1 game.
Yeah, Sweden game, Tony Kroos.
Yeah, that was a good game. I missed the first half, but the second half was really good.
For me, and I don't know if it was just because I watched it in the Little Portugal district.
I was going to say, yeah.
Spain versus Portugal, 3-3.
Yeah, that was a cracker.
Incredible. Ronaldo, 5 minutes to go, steps up, scores a free kick. Incredible game.
I missed that because I was being cultured out on a wine tour that day. I was pretty gutted to miss that game when I saw the result. But the wine was good, to be fair.
Would you think performance, like? What do you think in terms of like who? Sorry, I know I'm taking your thing there. But like, I had a look at Croatia v Argentina and just thinking of like Croatia beating them 3-0. I thought that was pretty smart.
Yeah,
that was a good game. They played well.
Yeah,
Croatia are probably one of the only teams in the competition that can sort of hold themselves up and go, we've played really well. I don't think you can say that about any other big team. Even against Nigeria, which was also up there for one of the worst games of the tournament.
Yeah.
They sort of professionally won 2-0.
Yeah.
But I don't think any other big team has actually...
And they also beat another big team.
Yeah, I mean, they just dismantled Argentina. Yeah. It wasn't even really a contest, to be honest. So I'd have Croatia probably up there as maybe a surprise of the tournament as well. I don't think many people would have tipped them certainly as strongly as they've tipped them now. They're also in the perceived easier half of the draw. If they win their games and Spain win their games, they'll get Spain in the quarters, I think.
Somewhere Davor Suker is just tipping his cap to them. And sitting in his 1998.
Yeah, France.
Top, yeah, just sitting there tipping his cap.
Did he win the golden boot? France.
He might. Him
or Ronaldo?
Maybe Ronaldo. No, it would have been Ronaldo because that was the one where he had his freak out and he's. I can't remember, but yeah. But it's nice to see them playing well like they were back in the day. Like everyone's kind of like cult. They were one of my cult teams. I know that in the 90s. So
yeah, I mean that midfield.
Probably one of the best.
Yeah, I mean that's where you control the game, and I don't think there's two better midfielders playing next to each other
No.
than Rakitic and Modric. Off the top of my head.
Yeah. Until Germany went out, you'd maybe have said the Germany midfield, but now that they're gone and they played so poorly.
So you want to talk about Germany for a bit?
Oh. Is it really a surprise? Is it really, like, think about it in like huge surprises of all time? Like, it's not that big a surprise.
I think
it's
quite
a big surprise. I mean, so the warm up tournament for this is the Confederations Cup. They won it just a year ago with basically their B team / youth team, which I think was where Lowe got it a bit wrong. He didn't really introduce a lot of youth players, and apart from Timo Werner was disappointing.
Yeah,
he was really disappointing. I thought that's exactly why Germany were going to go far, because they had someone to replace Mario Gomez, and it looked like when Mario Gomez came on, he was better than Timo Werner.
Timo Werner, He was doing a lot. Timo Werner, like the games I saw, he was doing a lot of wide running though, which is something I don't think he's suited to. Like he was doing, like I just kept seeing him like putting in crosses and stuff, and I was like, well, what's the point?
Yeah,
what's the point in having him out there?
Like Mesut Ozil.
Yeah, it's the same like your Lewandowski comment. Like what's the point in having your poacher guy out wide? Like let someone else do that and just keep him around the box. But then
100%. Is it too early to ask the question? Should they have brought Leroy Sane? Would he have made a massive difference?
Maybe. I was thinking about that because you said it in the one that we were talking about Germany, and I was like, nah, they don't. I can see why they do it. Like Julian Brandt, like he came on and he looked reasonably lively, but Leroy Sane is a cut above him.
He didn't play he didn't play many minutes at all, Julian Brandt. So
what was it like? What was the point? Just bring Sane and then get him to do that, and he's a shitload faster and a lot more cultured than Julian Brandt. I see your point.
I'll have the testicles and drop Thomas Müller.
Yeah, he was like.
And what did he do? Well, I mean, that's the whole
certainly
point.
Missed a lot of chances.
He's done nothing, but he did nothing for Bayern the whole season as well. Like every single person's saying like he's had a shocker of a season and he had a shocker of a World Cup.
So why is he in the team? Reputation?
Yeah, because he's like the
just
fourth,
history, because he the last one and the Euros and what he does and.
Pure reputation rather than someone like Sane who he might not have done it for Germany when he could have. He had the opportunity to play his way into the squad and he didn't, but I just thought it was criminal not to take him given the season that he's had, and given even if you're not going to start him, that man, if you're a fullback and that man coming at you, you're knackered. You've played 70 minutes of top level football. He comes off the bench and you're like, Jesus, another 20 minutes of this. He would torment you.
Yeah. A very valid point. Even if he wasn't going to be a starter, he could be an impact player off the bench.
Yeah.
A big impact player off the bench.
Yeah, it's so for me. It was more of a surprise to see how open they were. Honestly, like how their legs in midfield had just gone. Like I watched most of Germany's minutes. Out of the 270 minutes, I probably watched about 200. They were so open. It was such amateur football. Like Khedira's legs just got completely gone. He dropped Ozil for the Sweden game. They arguably played their best half of football in the second half of that Sweden game. Brings Ozil and Khedira straight back into the team.
Yeah.
I didn't get that at all. It's always been said that Ozil does it for Germany, but again, big games, and he just didn't turn up.
Yeah.
You could point your finger at quite a lot of them as well. Like Kimmich was pretty his usual running around self, but he was found wanting constantly. He was just up in the other. I would love to see his heat map for the World Cup, probably in the other half most of the time. You're like, you're right back by trade, so you should really be. Because I feel bad for like Jerome Boateng, because he got made to look like an absolute fool.
Him and Hummels.
Yeah, well, he pulled Hummels for the last game. Did he not? No, sorry, the
No.
second game. He pulled it for the second game, and you're like, well, because he had a shocker in the first one.
Yeah, and I get he had 2 absolute sitters in the last game.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he heads the ball with his head instead of his shoulder, and it's a completely different story. Germany are through, and we're talking about how they've scraped through rather than how they deservedly went out. Even stuff like talking about getting in the squad on reputation. She's right next to the microphone.
Sorry.
Yeah, even so, getting in the squad on reputation. Even someone like Manuel Neuer, he's been out all season injured. Ter Stegen's had a really good season for Barcelona.
Undefeated until the last game.
Yeah, arguably, you could make a case for him being the best keeper in the world. I know you really like him.
See, I like him as a keeper, not when he does those fucking ridiculous. Like, if I was a manager, him,
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
be
you
like,
talking about Neuer?
yeah.
No,
Ter
Ter
Stegen. Oh,
Stegen,
sorry,
Ter
yeah. Like Ter Stegen,
Yeah.
I think that was in my head. I was literally going to say Ter Stegen is a better all-round keeper. Neuer's a big guy, and if he runs at you, holy fuck, you're going to be shitting yourself because 6'5", whatever he is, running at you with his arms, like fucking like a hawk. But Ter Stegen's more. You can argue that he's better at the other stuff. He's better at the shot stopping. He's way more agile than Neuer is. He makes better decisions because he has to because of Barcelona.
Yep.
Yeah.
And England pretty much did that. Like, they did take that gamble. They didn't take
A Joe Hart.
Yeah, they didn't take him
Yeah.
purely on reputation because he didn't have a great season, and then last year when he was at Torino, was it?
Yeah.
So they did make that call and say, look, we're not taking him purely on reputation, and they took the younger guys. Why didn't Germany maybe do that as well? Say, right, you've had a poor season, we're dropping you based on this season and possibly last season, and we're going to give somebody else who maybe doesn't have the reputation you have, but has had a better season and is more in form. Surely that's what you want when it comes to tournament football. Who's in form, who's performing well, who's going to scrape us through, or who's going to do the job for the next 5 games.
Yeah, I mean, I would think so. I suppose it's easy for us now to judge now that they've went out, but
Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, imagine he had dropped Neuer before the tournament, that would have been the biggest talking point in the build up to the World Cup.
Yeah.
Neuer's not going, or he's not starter. It would have been a huge statement to do
Yeah,
that.
if he's fit, he's one of these guys that's like, if he's fit, you can't really ignore the fact that he does have a pretty incredible reputation, but he has like major downfalls at the same time.
it's just
He's not fit at all.
yeah.
Would you? Here's a kind of conundrum then for you. Like, do you think that Germany are suffering from what England have suffered from, where they don't have, like, it's basically the core is from their league, so they're all playing within the same team. So look at the back line. Like, you've got Sule, he's at Bayern, right? Yeah, you've got Jerome Boateng, you've got Kimmich, you've got Manuel Neuer. Like, that's 4 of the back 5 essentially. Hummels, Hummels.
Yeah.
So there you go, you got another one. Like, and then you've got Thomas Müller who hasn't played well, and you've got Toni Kroos, best player.
I don't think so. I just think they made the wrong decisions selection wise. They had this young team that won the Confederations Cup, which also had, it was like Portugal, Chile, Mexico in it.
Good teams.
They beat them all without any of the big experienced guys. And this is where you've seen the experienced guys, your Sami Khediras, your Jerome Boatengs, can't hack it anymore. Or Kytt were maybe in that team more on reputation than they should have been.
Yeah.
So I mean, some of them have been injured and stuff. Khedira was injured. Not Hummels. Boateng was injured. Neuer was injured.
Yeah. But you've got willing backups.
Yeah.
And people are going to be fighting to keep, if you played some of the younger guys, they're going to be playing out their skin to fight to maintain that squad position. They're going to be like, right, if I'm getting a chance to play as a starter here, I'm going to be giving it everything to make sure I'm starting next game as well.
Yeah.
And keeping people like Neuer out or Boateng out or whoever it might be.
Yeah, maybe they know. Maybe they know that they're not going to, no matter what Ter Stegen does, Neuer's always going to play.
And that's the problem. It's the Joe Hart syndrome again, where Joe Hart is you know, everyone's like, oh my god, you can't believe you're not taking him and stuff. Well, yeah, because he's been shit.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve to be there.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have put Neuer in. Like he's like the world class backup. Like, but he's not played. He hadn't played for like 9 months. So why are they chucking him in? And then he goes and makes, he's running around up the top. And what was it? Somebody said, oh yeah, he's one of these guys that you could put him in midfield and do a job. No, not in that. Like loses the ball to like a tiny wee South Korean guy and just looks like a fucking Bambi.
Yeah, no, he's clumsy. He looks alright when he's doing it in his own penalty area, but it was a gamble they had to take. They went all ice hockey on it and just left the goalkeeper. Oh, what was it called? Goal hanging?
Pulled the goalie.
Goal hanging.
Goal hanging. It's complete opposite of it. Right, switch gear. Favourite goal of the tournament?
Spain. Nacho.
Yeah, that was a bit of a beast.
I'd probably agree. I like.
I'm not giving it to Ronaldo.
That was unbelievable though. That was some free kick.
I think Cruise's was better.
Yeah.
And it was more last minute.
Yeah, it meant.
And it meant more.
Well, no, Ronaldo's was pretty last minute.
Ronaldo's was like 87th minute or something.
He's not getting it. I've heard enough. He's not getting it.
Yeah, and his eyes today was pretty good as well, but then that was just because England didn't want to win, and we can go over that at some point as well. But but his roll, like we roll and then head it to the side and then smash it over.
Honestly, Danny Rose was like a toddler trying to defend that. It was embarrassing. I couldn't even look at it.
But yeah, I thought Nacho's was pretty good.
Yeah.
The outside of the foot.
I like the outside of the foot one. See, like Kershkev's in the first game, and then
Quaresma's as well.
Like just outside of the foot ones are class.
Is there a man with like more one-footedness than Ricardo Quaresma though? I bet you over half his goals from the right hand side of the pitch have been scored like with that curl round with the outside.
Ian Robbins, my all-time one-footed.
Robin and
Bale. He's pretty one-footed. Yeah,
you know exactly what he's doing.
Yeah,
but they still never stop. They still never stop him.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever seen him hit a ball with his right foot.
I was having a think today, and I was like, player of the tournament so far, and it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to actually think of outstanding performers. The one I would think Modric is sticking in my head.
Yeah, he's been really good.
I thought Carlos Vela has been good as well, considering he's basically.
So you mean Giuseppe Rossi?
Carlos Vela, considering he's basically retired from club football, playing at, was it LA?
Yeah, he plays
Los Angeles FC. Retired for club football. He's still doing a job for Mexico. He's playing really well. And the Japanese boy, Inui,
yeah, he's been really good as well.
I've not seen him yet.
But Japan should. I hope Japan go out. I genuinely hope Japan go out. They basically rested all their good players today and put their B team out, and they got lucky.
Yeah,
that Colombia beat Senegal.
And they qualified on the yellow cards.
What the fuck they were playing at, I don't know. Just hoping that Colombia would beat Senegal, because they lost to worst Poland team I've ever seen.
Poland have been a bit of a weak link in the tournament. They've really not turned up.
Yeah, I've been most disappointed by them because they've actually been over the past maybe 5-6 years. They've been quite a good team.
They're like the 12th ranked team in the world.
Yeah, it's just pretty mad. Just to see how bad they've played.
Yeah, them and Argentina, but they've both. I mean, Argentina qualified, fair enough, but Poland have been very poor. But Argentina have been pretty poor as well. And I'm not putting it all on. I'm not putting it all on Messi. I'm going to say it's all Messi's fault. I'm not trying to go down that route. Just as a squad, as a team, they've just not performed. They've been poor.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's Messi's fault. I just think it's really difficult when the defending team goes, we're going to put, as soon as Messi gets the ball between midfield and
we're going to put 4 people on him.
Yeah, 4 people are just going to surround him, and it's really difficult. And then Messi has to rely on his teammates, who are shit.
Aye. Well, anyone outside the front three
Yeah,
is
no,
absolute guff.
Higuain, man,
Yeah.
he's keeping up his tally of being crap for Argentina. He is not a good national team player at all.
I'm not having him as a player, full stop. I've said this since he was at Real Madrid. I think he's garbage. When I say garbage, I mean as far as world class strikers go, he's garbage.
He bangs them in Serie A.
Yeah, but it's an old man's
So
league.
what?
The defenders are all like 43.
I'm pretty sure Lucio's still there starting to Milan.
Zanetti's still kicking about.
Right. Wait, before we move on, outsider for player of the tournament so far, that goalkeeper for South Korea, he is amazing.
I actually saw him playing. He was very good.
Like every time I've watched, I think I've watched all 3 of the games to them, and like he's been so good. Like, and he's not a big guy. He's not like he's probably smaller than I am. He's probably like 5'10", 5'11" or something. But he's just everywhere.
Yeah, he weighs like 6 stone.
Yeah, and he's a couple of times like he's coming out and like he's playing against big Hummels is up there and stuff, and he's coming out. He was absolutely demolishing them.
Yeah, he was really good.
It was brilliant.
He was really, really good. But yeah, they're out.
Yeah, but still though, like I'd say so far I'd say put him up there.
He might have earned himself a move to somewhere.
Yeah, well, he's saying he wants to play in England, so
Somebody might give him a
I
shot.
feel like.
Yeah.
Or at least have him with a backup. Like he'd be some good wee backup.
Yeah.
Get all the crowd round him.
Rotherham United.
Yeah. Swansea now they're down.
Get that South Korean market, and that's where the money's at.
No. Sell the jerseys.
Honestly, I'm just. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him coming into one of the like Watford or something like that. Or
What is just a sheer market?
yeah, well, that was what Kagawa was for Man U.
That's because
if
they
you think
did it so well with Park Ji-sung.
Park Ji-sung left,
But he
and
was
they
so
went,
good.
"Oh shit, we need somebody." Senji Kagawa came in. All right, he's a decent player, but he's not their level.
Kagawa was good. When he was at Dortmund, he was really good.
Yep.
And it just never worked out for him at Man U, and then he went back to Dortmund and he was playing really well again.
He's surrounded by.
Was that too far away there?
Aye, maybe. I was just like,
We'll figure it out
You
later.
can't reach across to like move yours.
'Cause you
So every time he always moves mine closer to.
Because you took my mic off me, I'm always on that one.
Oh, so I just nicked this one.
Aye.
Sorry. Right, okay, bye.
aye, someone will sign him as a market until.
Yeah.
I agree. Right, who have you got for winning the Golden Boot? Harry Kane's winning it just now, having only played 2 games. He's on
How
5.
many? He's on 5.
2 penalties and one off his heel.
So
Yeah.
he's on 5. Lukaku's on 4.
Lukaku's on 4.
Ronaldo's on 4.
Ronaldo's on 4. Diego Costa is on 3. John Stones is on 2.
John Stones all day.
Nah. For me, I'm not giving it to Kane. I'm not giving it to Ronaldo. I'm going out of them. I'm going Lukaku.
Yeah, I'll join you in that.
I do think they'll dismantle Japan.
Yep. What? Who?
Belgium?
No, England are playing Japan.
No. England finished second. They play Colombia. Colombia finished
Oh,
top.
sorry.
And I think they might have. They're going to
You get
have.
these things wrong.
They're going to have a tough time. I think.
My notes.
We might come on to it, but I think England might have a tough time against Colombia. Colombia's a good squad.
Yeah,
Is
well,
that the draw there?
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, if Lukaku plays, Andy was rested today, so
Yep.
he's going to be gunning for it. He's going to know I've only got 1 goal to like tie the lead, and then I'm against Japan. I'm going to fucking play out my skin, try and bang in a few goals, and try and guarantee it.
They are selfish. He'll know Harry Kane's 1 goal ahead of him.
Aye.
100% he'll want that Golden Boot.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, obviously Ronaldo's going to want it as well, like to keep his ego high. He's going to be wanting it, but
It'll go through the roof. He wins the Golden Boot, it'll go through the roof. His ego.
aye. And then the money that he'll demand off Real Madrid or PSG or whatever's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. But for me, I think it'll be Lukaku. I hope it's Lukaku out of the top 3.
He kind of deserves it a wee bit. Like I feel he gets a bad rap. Like he's quite a good all round player. He's very powerful, but like people kind of like, oh yeah, he scored loads for Man U and then didn't really score any. I was like, well,
Man U's
so
a goal.
what? Alan Shearer did that.
Man United's a tough team to score goals in when
Yeah.
you're on a Jose Mourinho team.
Yeah.
But I think he's lazy sometimes. I think he could certainly put more effort in. But he is a good player.
He's mates with Pogba as well.
Yeah.
Speak about lazy.
Right. Before we go on and talk about each game,
who's your Golden Boot winner, or who do you think will win it?
I'm still going to go outside chance of Diego Costa because I think Spain are going to get to the final.
If he won it, I'd be pretty pleased if he won it. Between the top four, out of the top three, between Kane, Ronaldo and Lukaku, I hope Kane and Ronaldo don't win it, so I would want Lukaku to win. But yeah, if Costa overtook them all and won it, I'd be pretty pleased with that.
I think he could. But I was going to say, what network have you guys been watching it on? I was going to say if you wanted to talk pundits, but I've been watching it on like ITV streams and BBC
I just hope nobody in my
streams.
work's listening to this. I doubt they are. I've been watching it on David's TSN Go because he gave me the password, which has been absolutely amazing.
Like TSN Go with Stevie Caldwell.
Aye, but I've got it on mute during work,
Right.
so I just watch it in the corner of my screen and just like pretend I'm doing match. Well, I'm actually doing work, so I'm getting pumped now. But I just watch it on just on mute, so I never hear the guff that they're talking.
Aye.
Which is probably a good thing.
Yeah, they've got Martin O'Neill, they've got Patrice Evra, Roy Keane, Slaven Bilic, Gary.
Wait, who are you watching it with? That's no TSN?
That's ITV.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I watch it in the...
I do love Patrice Evra. Just because the guy does not... What was it he did? He applauded a woman?
Yeah, so Eni Aluko.
Oh, that's who it was. Yeah.
Eni Aluko was... I think she was talking about... It was either Iran or Morocco, and she was talking about how they play. And Patrice
just so
he was looking at her in absolute bemusement and was just like... And,
I can't believe he got away with that. And then the next day, was it the next day or 2 days later, he clapped when he was laughing. He went, "Oh shit, I need to stop clapping."
Yeah, someone
obviously told him, but then they still never punished him for being out of line.
It got swept under the rug very quickly. I suppose there's so many games going on it just now, they can just...
And then he also kicked a fan or kicked a player a couple of months ago.
Yeah, for
Oh, what, when he done it for Marseille?
Aye, and
then
a
a
year
ago.
Yeah. Was that a year ago?
Yeah,
I thought it was
then he went to West Ham for some bemusing a reason.
So I just think it's mad that he's done these things and they still just give him jobs. Like, if he was a normal guy...
But he's a hashtag though now. He's turned himself into a hashtag. He's basically... He did all those stupid videos that were getting alright, the first one was funny, the second one was less funny, and after the third one, just shut the fuck up. I don't want to see him dancing or pulling a tractor or all this shit that he was coming out with, and people were like, "Oh, Patrice Evra's this," and I'm like, "So what?"
Is that what he does? What, pulls tractors?
Yeah, at one point he was pulling a car or a tractor or something like that. And it's just alright mate, cool. Show me something that's interesting, please, like a sunset. Do you know what I mean?
I've never seen these.
He became this hashtag. He's just, and that's the only reason they've got him on it, because he worked at his social media thing. So he's savvy, but he's still a bit of an arse.
As much of an arse as Martin O'Neill.
Yeah, Martin O'Neill's an old crabbity man.
Martin O'Neill's... You know that way Roy Keane's a dick, but it's quite funny for some reason? Martin O'Neill's just a dick. There's no humour there. Nothing. You're not laughing at him, you're just looking at him going, "You're a bitter bastard." You've got nothing nice to say about anything.
It's Mark Lawrenson as well. I hate Mark Lawrenson too.
Yeah, he's just a bitter bastard.
Yeah.
I know, I can be like that sometimes, but he's just he's just pessimist, just oozes pessimism. Mark Lawrenson is like, "Oh yeah, what a goal that was." He's like, "Yeah, he was offside." Alright, "Oh yeah, that was a great cross." Nah, he could have hit it a wee bit faster, a bit more bullet-like. It's like, come on, man, have some energy to you.
Yeah, I don't know why he's there. I like for me, Slaven Bilic he's a man.
He's good, man. I like him.
He's quite dry, isn't he?
He's funny. Honestly, he's funny. The sort of punditry moment of the tournament so far is when they thought it was when VAR got stopped in the Brazil-Switzerland game, and Switzerland scored, and he had his I'm making an arse of a story here. I'm like,
a wee bit.
I'm like, what actually happened? I fuck knows. It was a funny moment with Slaven Bilic.
Save it for your VAR one.
But
you bring that anecdote back.
I go back and look and see what actually happened.
And then come back, you went, "Right boys, here's a great one."
Aye. Right. Shall we go through the games? Start with Uruguay-Portugal.
It's a tough one.
Are we picking who we fancy?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, Uruguay, along with Croatia, the only team that's won all their games.
I think Uruguay are going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
I think this is probably the toughest game to call in the last 16, I think.
Either this one or the next one. But yeah, this one is tough. For me, just because I hate Ronaldo, because he's a big bastard, I'm going to go for Uruguay.
He's a big bastard.
Portugal are pretty organised though. And they keep persisting with playing João Mario, which...
You hate him?
He's guff.
Yeah, he's terrible. Yeah, he's terrible footballer, and I've never seen anything to suggest otherwise. But
yeah, but Uruguay, like, take away the top two, and then kind of look around them. Like they kind of rely a bit on Cavani and Suarez.
they defend really well, Uruguay.
Godin's a good leader.
They've got Atletico Madrid defenders. They've got defenders that play.
But you don't win a knockout game by defending well, though. That's the problem.
Yes, you
that's
do.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, that's
suppose
exactly why you win a knockout game.
No, but you know what I mean, though. Like, if they didn't have those two, they wouldn't be nearly as dangerous. Like, having Godin at the back, and then, you know, what's his name, Jimenez. Like, that's a great back two, but you still need somebody to go out there, because they've what all their, because they've got what +5 goal difference. Like, they've not exactly. Yeah, but they've done reasonably well.
I think if you're one of the top goal differences in all the groups.
So it's not just the back line stuff that's been going, but
no, it's weird. I don't even think Cavani and Suarez have gelled well together. I don't think they played well together, and I don't think they've actually started yet. I feel like this could be the game. This could be the game where either one of them scores a brace. Because again, I've not been too impressed with Portugal. It's so difficult. You could apply this to literally any other team apart from maybe Croatia. I've just not been impressed with
Portugal
anyone.
defence might struggle a wee bit. Like they're getting Pepe getting a wee bit old. I know Suarez and Cavani are getting a wee bit older as well, but they still have a ton of pace in them. They're aggressive as well. Like, they could be in about it with Pepe and winding them up and Suarez will have come up against them a couple of times, obviously, like playing in Spain and stuff, but they'll know just get in his face, wind them up. If he lashes out, fuck it, it's a win.
Oh, you can see someone's getting sent off. For sure, someone's getting sent off in a Uruguay-Portugal game.
My money's on Pepe.
Yeah, it could be Pepe, it could be Suarez, could be
Mario.
I'm hoping.
It'd be good if Suarez bit Pepe and then Pepe bit him back. That's what I'm kind of hoping for.
But just cannibalism.
I'd love it if Suarez did bite somebody again. I think it'd be hilarious.
I mean, I can't see him doing it, but
he's probably been won too many times.
I wouldn't want to call this, like, because it's too. It depends. Like, if Ronaldo has a great day, Portugal win. If Cavani and Suarez have a great day, Uruguay win. Like, you know, if they all have great days, then good for us. You know, it'll be another 3-3.
I just hope Portugal don't go down a defensive route like in the Euros, and they just now that it's knockout, that they just play for 0-0 and play for penalties. I hope it doesn't go that route, because the Euros was a terrible tournament for that reason.
I think that's exactly what Portugal are going to do. I think Uruguay are going to have way more of the ball, and Portugal are probably going to sit deep and rely on the individual brilliance of Ronaldo.
Yeah, and then like William Carvalho and all that, who's like pretty. I'm quite impressed with him. Like,
really, I think he's up there with João Mario.
Really?
Yeah.
He's not good in the ball, but he's good. He's good at like breaking stuff down. Like,
I mean, it's a shame for a midfielder. You need to be pretty decent with the ball.
Kante's not amazing with the ball. He's far better.
I think Kante's better with the ball than you think. Like, William Carvalho just slows the game down so much. He's like a taller, blacker Eric Dyer.
But that's the point, though. Like, they need somebody like that. Think about it. If the game's getting too fast, you need guys who slow it down for you to be able to like have that time to try and defend. Like,
not in like the 5th minute. Like,
But if you set out that way, like that's just.
He's going to need to have a good game. Because Suarez is going to drop deep. The fuck you checking?
Nothing, just them things.
Unprofessional bastard.
Don't worry. You were talking, it's alright, I wasn't interfering.
Playing Snake.
What did we just say? What did we just say?
Talking about William Carvalho, slowing the game down.
Alright.
I was paying attention.
Yeah. So wait, so if we go around the table then, who's going to win?
Uruguay.
Uruguay?
Yeah, I've got Uruguay. Uruguay by 1 goal.
I'll go Uruguay as well then.
Aye. Right. Stick to this wee quadrant of the bracket. France versus Argentina.
France.
Another tough one.
Yeah. Just done. We'll move on.
If Argentina play, even if France play the way they've been playing, which is shite, I've been so underwhelmed by them because I think they should on paper be winning this entire thing because the amount of amazing players they have and like how well they can play as a team, minus Paul Pogba. But they've been they've totally disappointed me. But I still think that, you know, if they just crowd out, if they get Kante running around on Messi, it's kind of game over. Like,
yeah, I don't know if I said this in one of the World Cup preview podcasts, but I was listening to The Guardian and it was Philippe Auclair that was on, and he basically said France are a FIFA team. Like, they haven't played well in the past, since the Euros basically, in the past 2 years, and it's just, we see them, because we don't, I mean, how many France games do you watch in the qualifiers?
Yeah.
Not many. So we see them and we're like, oh,
yeah, on paper, like,
Mbappe, Pogba,
yeah.
on paper, they should be blowing teams away, but they don't, and they consistently haven't for 2 years. I'm going to throw that phone out the window.
It's not doing it. It's alright. I'm just getting updates for the podcast. I'm actually doing research for a change.
Your arse, man.
I always do my research.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. Really underwhelmed. It's one of those. It's still going to be.
Is Paul Pogba finally getting found out?
I've never looked at that man. It's the same reason like Higuain scores loads of goals in Serie A. Paul Pogba, all of a sudden everyone's going mental. He scored 3 or 4 ridiculous goals from outside, and he doesn't do anything. Like he's not a Patrick Vieira. He's not.
I don't think I've ever seen him sprint. He's always just like jogging about.
Yeah, he does. It's like a fast jog. He does.
And fair enough, he might not need this, but sometimes I'm like, mate, you're on a break here. Like, pick up the pace, and he's just like sauntering about, and I'm like, what are you doing, mate? Like,
he's totally
put in a shift.
For me, he's totally overrated, and he gets found out so many times, but people still give him that because he's this ridiculously flash.
And he's not that young anymore either. He's what, 24, 25?
Yeah, like
he should be leading that team, and he's not.
Like,
I don't even think the manager knows his best team either. For me, you need to start Giroud just as a focal point, and having Griezmann and probably Mbappe off him.
Because Griezmann plays just behind now, like in the kind of in the 10 role.
But I think I can't remember if it was for one of the games or 2 of the games, he just started Griezmann up front on his own and had Dembele and Mbappe next to him.
They don't look good, yeah.
I don't think that works.
I think Griezmann needs maybe a combination of 2 of them out wide and then Giroud in the middle, and they look a bit better. Because Giroud is better than people think he is.
He steps up for France.
Yeah, he does. He plays well.
Even when he was playing at Arsenal, and he wasn't really scoring the goals, but he was putting a shift in. But see, whenever it came to France having a qualifier or France having a game, Giroud was the man. Yeah. Like he was always scoring. Or
I had money on him for the Golden Boot.
Yeah,
because I just thought like if he gets some good service from those guys, like he's a good enough
for France. He's
about like Harry Kane. Like he knows where the goal is.
Yeah, even when Lacazette was keeping him out for Arsenal.
Yeah,
Lacazette was never the
France
number 9.
It was always Giroud.
Yeah, it's.
And some people do that. They can't really perform for the club, but when it comes to international duty, they just step up.
So the France team's massively underwhelmed.
Yeah.
What adjective do you then use to describe Argentina?
But I think they've got the same. I think France and Argentina have a bit of the same problem where they both have coaches that don't really know how to play with those players.
I don't think the Argentina coach has got a clue what the fuck's going
so,
on.
Like Sampaoli, he's clearly just hanging his hopes on Messi, turning it on. It's a bit like Portugal, like hanging their hopes on Ronaldo.
Yeah, it's the best bit about Argentina so far has been Diego Maradona.
Aye, sticking the fingers up at everybody.
The amount of cocaine in
And
that
then-
man's system.
Oh my
And then
word.
I haven't got to hospital after the game.
Yeah. Oh, my neck was a bit sore, was it, Diego? Was that your 195 beats per minute heartbeat as well?
Oh,
Resting.
that was incredible.
And then he was sleeping during the game as well.
Oh,
Before they scored,
Yeah.
he was just sleeping. He was like, "Fuck this."
you know that, or he just went into a temporary coma.
Aye, I don't know.
Ridiculous human being.
But one of the greatest footballers of all time.
Aye.
He could still do a job.
He's George Best of the white stuff, isn't he?
Yeah, he's similarities with George Best. Yeah.
He'll be, I don't think he's long for this world. I don't think we'll be seeing him as a 95-year-old man like Pele or whatever it is. Like,
No, I was going to say, what age did George Best make it to?
I was like maybe late 50s, early 60s, I think. Something like that.
If he's going on, if Maradona's on the George Best trajectory.
Well, Maradona must be late 50s by now, I would say.
Yeah.
He's been around for a while. I mean, he was kicking around in the 80s and, late 70s, early, like in the 80s. So he must be like 55, like something like that. I don't know. Sorry, we're digressing, but
Let's find out.
yeah. But Argentina, like, they need to.
This podcast is taking a dark turn, predicting people's deaths.
Argentina need a rocket up their arse, and I don't see why do they continually play Javier Mascherano? What is his main purpose?
Apparently he's the manager now. Apparently he's picking the team.
Like, it's just ridiculous.
Because the manager has no clue what the fuck he's doing.
Apparently.
He looks lost. Like, I know he was like smashing his head around, but all he's good for is just running around and smacking into people.
Oh, he's the exact same Sammy Khedira. His legs have gone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when younger, fitter midfielders are
Put
playing.
in Lo Celso or something, like, who's young and probably hungry to play well. Like, he's way more creative than Mascherano is.
Yeah, I don't.
Eva Banega came in, who looked really good as well. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I would say as much as they haven't looked good defensively, their bigger problems are on the attack. They don't look like they know what to do. If Messi can't beat 4 people and score, they're like, oh, we're out of ideas.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason,
wait, what age was he?
57.
57? I was nearly right there.
57. What do you think he's got a couple of years left?
No, I don't
Less
want
than
to
Less than 10.
yeah, I don't want to like bet when Maradona's gonna die. Like, it's not like he's not
64.
Yeah, get a Deadpool going.
64.
He's not like Keith Richards, he's not that bad yet.
I don't know. I mean, he looked pretty bad. He didn't look good.
Yeah, he didn't look
He
good. Well, he
look
already was in, what was that, maybe 10 years ago. He was put in hospital when he was on his deathbed pretty much, and they brought him back to life. So maybe a different, maybe he's an imposter.
Well, all I'm saying is, if I got decent odds and him not making 60, I'd probably stick a fiver on.
Okay, so back to Messi.
Yeah, his goal was like a game of FIFA.
Yeah.
Honestly, see that touch, or those 2 touches,
Oh,
just to
Second touch was unreal.
take it perfectly in his stride, and then that finish with his right foot, phenomenal.
Even my ma sitting watching it went, that was a great piece of skill, wasn't it? And I went, yes mum, that was an amazing piece of skill. Because she knows.
It was. I was
Solid
watching it at work.
analysis.
Yeah.
I was watching it at work and I was like, oh fuck, somebody's trying to phone me, and I'm like, I've got fucking better things to be doing right now. I need to be watching this on the replay. But that was an incredible goal.
But you just feel like they're devoid of ideas going forward if that doesn't work. Against, especially, they might be okay against France, because I can't really see France sitting in and being compact. But you saw it against Iceland, where Iceland just sat 11 men behind the ball and went, you're not getting in behind us.
And encountered very
And
well.
Yeah. And they just couldn't play. Messi's goal was good, but he had a lot of space to run into behind that. If France decide to sit deep, even though they probably won't, that completely takes the space out, and they can just crowd them out again.
And again, he's coming up against some decent defenders. Like, I mean, Umtiti's maybe not like great, but he's fast and powerful enough to try and, if they were going to try and play like another long ball or long through pass or whatever, like, he should be able to like kind of pick them up and cover them.
So who have you got?
I think both teams are playing poorly, but I think France will pull through. I think France will get it. I don't think I think Argentina are going to rely on Messi too much, whereas France have more quality in the overall squad to pull through the game.
France will scrape it. It'll be like 2-1, 3-2, something like that. I think it will be a few goals going on, but I think France will scrape it.
I'm gonna go Argentina, and I'm gonna say the momentum is now with Argentina, and France are going to be very, very French about it, and just bottle it, and it's going to be funny.
They do love to bottle it in big tournaments.
Yep. Right. Over. We'll stick with this side of the draw. Brazil, Mexico.
Brazil.
Yeah.
It's too far a step for Mexico, I think.
Mexico have played well.
Yeah.
But I think Brazil will take it.
Yeah, I
think
so.
they've got too much. Again, I think they've got too much quality in the squad.
Yeah.
You feel like Neymar's improving every game. As much as you hate his 7 sausage rolls after a tackle, he's getting better. You knew he wasn't going to be fully fit coming into the tournament, and he seems to be improving for every half of football.
Yeah. Do we know what's happening with Marcelo yet?
Nah, I was trying to look it up before we came here.
But I did notice, actually, see when he stopped playing yesterday, I think it was, when he kind of hobbled off the park and he stopped playing, Gabriel Jesus, who obviously is a striker, slotted in at left back for like the 5 minutes until they brought in a sub. And fair enough, he didn't have to defend, but he had the discipline to just be like, right, I'll just do this shift. And he just stayed there and sat defensively and just stayed. And fair enough, that's not going to win them the game, but if they do have players that are disciplined enough to cover for players when they're out of position, that's what's going to win you. That's what's going to win you games in tournaments like this.
They're a well-drilled team.
Aye.
They're really well. I mean, that was why I thought they would do so well before it. They're probably the best balanced team in the competition, with Paulinho and Casemiro just sitting there.
Yep.
And
then Fernandinho can come in and break up play, take a yellow card.
We should have mentioned for player of the tournament so far, Coutinho, because he's been really good. He's really impressed.
His goal was class.
Yeah, and he's been so lively, and like he's been passing it around and stuff, and like interchanging with Neymar, and it's been really great.
They need him. When Neymar's not fit, they need him to step up and produce.
He runs all the kind of creative side of things. He runs it all.
Yep. Willian's also been good. I'm a massive fan of Willian.
Yeah,
he's
so underrated.
He's got flair, and he's prepared to put a shift in as well.
There's
not a lot of top class.
Similar to Sane, like he hugs the touchline a lot and puts a shift in like up and down, and he's got the pace to beat his defenders.
I think he's more powerful than people like. See the way he runs. He runs that real kind of like fucking like just. It's like he's trying to like dig into the ground when he runs, and he gets so much traction. He just goes.
Yeah,
it's incredible. And he's like, he doesn't get knocked off the ball very easily, and he's not one of these guys that you never really remember him rolling around like saying like he's been kicked, like Neymar does. So.
No, he doesn't.
Not a big.
No, he doesn't. He tends to stay on his feet when he can. The only change I would make if I was Brazil is Firmino's better than Gabriel Jesus. I think
he's a different player as well. Like bit bigger, can hold up the ball a bit more.
Is he as industrious though as Gabriel Jesus is? I find Gabriel Jesus is one of the most like he's just it looks like he loves doing it. Whereas Firmino's a bit more wily. He's kind of like he doesn't make crazy runs. Whereas Gabriel Jesus, like if you just watch him, he's just running around pointing where he wants it constantly, and then getting really annoyed. And you're like, that's kind of what you want. Like
I think just as a link up man, Firmino's the guy. In world football, Roberto Firmino's the guy.
I was actually thinking you might pour your water that way this time.
I thought it was a bit better, yeah. There you go.
Yeah. That's the only change I would make. I think Brazil they stumbled the first game, but
could be nerves, could be. I did see actually after Neymar scored in the second game, I think it was. They came out and they actually released like a big kind of statement about how much pressure was off them after that game, how much pressure he felt off him after scoring, and it probably is like true for a lot of the players in the tournament that maybe haven't come out and said it, but. See, as soon as you get that first goal, or if you get that second win, you're already qualified. Or well, they get the draw and then the win. They drew against they drew the first game, didn't they? And then they won.
Yeah.
It probably is a pressure is off after that stage. Like,
right,
you can relax a wee bit more.
If you're a South American footballer, they don't give a fuck what you do with Barcelona.
No, it's all about the country.
It's all about the World Cup. It's all about the World Cup to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're Messi and this is your last chance to win it, he's never won anything with Argentina, not a single thing. The amount of pressure that must place on you.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck that. Honestly, fuck that.
I know.
Just how can you be expected to go out and almost relax
Yeah, you
to play at your full potential? You just won't be able to.
And then you've got a team of other people purposely trying to stop you for that reason, because they know you're the biggest threat here. We're just going to shut you out of the game.
And even your teammates, all the teammates are just going to be looking to him.
Yeah.
It's the same with Brazil. Neymar's the one that's going to take the flak. If Brazil fail, it's not going to be Coutinho. It's not going to be Casemiro. Neymar's the poster boy. Neymar's the one that's going to take the abuse, basically, if they don't win.
Yeah.
So the amount of pressure.
But do you not feel though like Brazil are? So I thought Brazil in 2014 were all about Neymar, but I don't find them as much about Neymar now. Like, I think they've got guys that are more on a par with him now, like Coutinho, like Firmino, like Jesus, Willian, all that. Like I think they're more like they're a better team now because they can literally just let Neymar go off and do his little dancey, use his dancing feet. And then the rest of them are like, they'll sit behind and they'll say like, right, okay, we'll give you the option if you run out of room or if you lose the ball, which he always does.
Yeah, no, 100%. On the field, they're less reliant on Neymar.
Yeah, which is good, which is way better, because in 2014 that's why they fucked up, because they were so reliant on him.
Yeah.
Like, it was just all about Neymar, and then 7-1, you're like, okay, that was always going to come.
Right.
What time are we at on this?
55 minutes.
No,
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So
Brazil,
yeah, not even.
Yeah.
Don't speak about Messi. Yeah,
Nah.
Brazil.
Yep.
Brazil. Belgium, Japan.
Belgium.
It's kind of like everyone's going on, oh yeah, this one's quite tough. Like, the only tough one is that first one is Uruguay, Portugal. The rest of them, it's like, well, I can see in my head like who's going to win each one.
I think Belgium. Yep. Too much quality for Japan.
Yeah, they'll walk that one.
Yeah, it's tough to gauge Belgium or England. I get nothing for that game today.
Yeah.
Both their B teams.
Yeah.
And they both played two really bad teams in Panama and Tunisia. So I don't know. I literally know nothing about Belgium or England.
But they've got the momentum now, because Belgium have won all three.
They have.
They've got the momentum. I was saying, one of the guys in my work who's English was saying like, oh yeah, no, it doesn't matter, we'll come second and we'll get the better side of the draw. I was like, but you just lost. Now everyone will go, well, Belgium, it doesn't matter if you let them win or not, they still beat you. They still scored. They still looked like they would score more. So it's kind of, it's more in their heads. Like, I know they rested them all, but in their heads, like, it's not the best thing. Like you just said about Argentina, they've got the momentum. It doesn't matter that they got beaten twice. Or sorry, no, they drew. Sorry, they drew and got beaten. It doesn't matter that now they have that win, so they now have the momentum going into it.
Yeah, you could be right. Although England will just try and look at it as none of the first team players were playing. Jordan Pickford was playing, and then John Stones was playing.
Cahill.
Does Cahill start?
He played, yeah. He started.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't start in the first team though. They go Harry Maguire.
Oh yeah,
they go John Stones and Kyle Walker in the three. Cahill doesn't start.
Did he not?
Nice.
Harry Maguire was playing.
Yeah, Harry Maguire came on for John Stones at half time. He's where they'll get found out.
John Stones or Harry Maguire?
Harry Maguire down that left hand side, they're brutal. I was going to say Danny Rose has almost played his way into the team until I seen the Januzaj go. I was like, oh, this guy can't defend either. So I think it's good having a left footer at left back, because all Ashley Young can do is cut inside.
Aye.
It's way better having a left footer at left back, but Danny Rose got his arse handed to him today. Yeah, so I think Ashley Young still keeps his place. Right, we'll move swiftly on as the time ticks on. Just round up Belgium. Belgium won.
Belgium. Yep. Lukaku scored a couple, I think.
Spain, Russia. Russia pish.
Like,
I think Spain will win it.
Spain will win it, but like, are Russia really as bad as people think they are?
Uruguay gave them a down.
Yeah, Uruguay.
Yeah, but
Uruguay
still-
were all over them.
Yeah.
But I was still shocked that they won.
Uruguay
First
turned
two
down the
games.
money that Russia offered them to lay down and lose the game. That's what happened, and then Uruguay were like, "Fuck you for offering us
I
money."
think it'll be closer than we think, but Spain will win. Like, Spain have just been like
2-0.
just been meh
2-0
so
Spain.
far.
Yeah, they're calling for like David Silva to get dropped for the team. Spain, it's just
Who's calling for that? He's like
Spanish press.
Yeah, I read something about it.
they're arseholes though, man. Like the Spanish press go after anyone. Like they're just total wanks.
But they're also full of shit, Marca.
Yeah, like
Marca
it's
full of
bullshit.
shit.
Like it's all partisan
Propaganda.
Yeah,
The
it's
Spanish
all-
media is all propaganda.
It's all partisan nonsense. Like like, David Silva, like that man. I doubt there's a person playing in that World Cup with more composure on a ball.
Iniesta. All day.
No, like
all
that,
day.
even then, no, like Iniesta, he knows when to give it away. But like David Silva, constantly his weight is further up than Iniesta up the pitch, and he gets way more pressure, and he never seems to lose it ever. Like you see him, Iniesta doing stupid passes. Like that's one thing that you've
Never in my life.
No,
I have never once in my life.
in that Portugal game,
Of Andreas.
honestly, in that Portugal game, he did a few in a row. He did a few
No, he didn't.
dodgy passes.
No, he didn't.
All right, but like, it's true that but David Silva, I just find like with him in your team, like it's the same. Man City can afford to have all these attacking guys because you've got somebody like him that never loses the ball. It's the same way Barcelona have Messi, so they can afford to have all these attacking guys and never lose the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my point. So I was just wondering. I was shocked that you said that they were.
I just don't. Yeah, that's what I've read. That Diego Costa's not certainly a place in the team, even though I've just picked him for Golden Boot. And
He's
they
our
want
backup.
Oh
striker.
yeah,
Diego Aspas.
Yeah, I read something actually all day saying that
Yeah.
they wanted, because apparently Aspas fits the system more and that he would perform better in the system.
He's done well when he's come off the bench. Scored that goal that VAR rolled off and then gave again. But Spain haven't been good, but it's so the teams that have played against Spain sit back. They just go very, very deep, and it's difficult to play against. Like sometimes you need to grind out a win. They've looked calamitous at the back between Ramos and Piqué.
Yeah,
Shocking.
Ramos has been a bit
like-
dodgy.
He's been pretty poor for somebody that you would expect to probably be one of the defenders of the tournament and probably one of the kind of like leaders of the tournament, like just from captaincy and stuff. He's been pretty guff.
I'll put Busquets in that category as well, of Khedira, Mascherano. Looks like his legs have just deserted him.
But he's never had legs though, Busquets. That's his genius. He's never had legs, so it looks like he's doing nothing.
But he had the positional nous where he would be in the right areas and he would win the
He
ball.
would break up play really well.
People are running by him. People are running by all of them. I don't know if we're just... This tournament has come at a time where the older squads are getting found out.
It could be.
Spain, pretty old. Germany, pretty old. Argentina, pretty old. Yeah, I don't know. But I still think Russia are poor.
Spain have got too much quality again. It's similar to some of the other ones. I think there's just too many good players in the Spain team that Russia won't be able to handle it.
They're going through.
I mean, Russia's.
Although
They might give them a game for like half an hour, but like I think they'll just get.
Although
battered
with
down.
all the debt in Spain, maybe they've bought it. Maybe Russia have bought them off, and Russia are going to go through.
Should do an entire pod on Gordon's conspiracy theories.
Just on Russia.
Yeah,
Just
And how every sports person in the world is on gear.
I don't even think. I don't
Every
even think it's
single
a
one of them.
conspiracy theory.
Froome is on the gear. Froome is absolutely on the gear.
We'll definitely do one on doping. For sure, we'll do one on doping.
I wouldn't know enough to talk about that. But.
Aye.
All you need to know is every single professional athlete is on the gear.
You'll jump down like an Icarus rabbit hole.
Yeah,
And it's,
Phil the Power Taylor on the gear.
Mate, they're all on EPO.
A dart
They're all on
straight
it.
through the dartboard through the wall behind it.
They're all on the EPO. I need to get on it.
Right, Spain.
Spain. Move on.
3 Spains.
Croatia, Denmark. Denmark are an awful team.
Yeah, Croatia.
Yeah, Croatia.
Croatia have played really well as well. They've proven that I mean, they topped the group and then they won all 3 games.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Croatia have got too much for Denmark.
Mandzukic as well. Mandzukic has been class. The amount of work that guy puts in.
Yeah, for a bigger striker as well.
Yep.
Aye, definitely.
Yep.
And then the supply that he's getting.
Yeah, they've got some sheer quality. I saw Dejan Lovren at the back. They rested him in the 3rd game because they were already through. Brought him on, gave away a penalty.
That's what you want.
True Dejan Lovren style.
Aye, that's like Frimpong-esque.
And should be playing for France as we speak.
He used to come off the bench and then get like a red card, stuff like that.
That.
And then when he left Arsenal, he played his first game at Barnsley maybe or somebody.
Yeah.
Hey, I get a red card in his first game. Quality player.
I don't know how Emmanuel Frimpong finds his way into a World Cup podcast, but it's happened.
That means he deserves to be in the squad.
Right, Croatia.
Yeah, Croatia are just they're going to be too much, and like Christian Eriksen's been quite underwhelming, to be totally honest.
Totally off subject, but I'm going to include it in here. I've just received a text from a random number saying, "Hey, I'm focusing on Love Child in terms of events." I don't know what this is, but it sounds interesting.
You pursue that and we'll continue.
They're going to give me 10% commission on Love Child. I don't know what this is.
Let's find out. We'll update you on the next podcast.
On Gordon's Love Child. Sorry, Liz.
Someone called Sasha.
Baron Cohen.
I don't know. But maybe I'll have a love child and I'll get 10% commission on it. Maybe this can be our first podcast sponsor.
Love Child.
Right. Sweden, Switzerland, in a
that's-
game of how the fuck did they make it through the group? Switzerland are ranked 6th in the world.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I knew they were highly ranked, but I didn't think they were as high as that.
6th in the world. They're awful. Honestly, again, I just think they're awful.
It's just because they don't concede. They just have one of the best defensive records. Like,
And then Shaqiri does something.
yeah,
And Sweden are just as bad. I think Sweden are also a piss poor team. They humped Mexico. Yeah, they humped
Did they?
Mexico.
Yeah.
3-0,
3-1, 3-0.
Yeah, they humped Mexico, but apart from that, I don't know. I don't know how we've got to
that's a
Sweden
coin toss.
versus Switzerland.
I think
in the second
Switzerland
round.
will do it though. Like,
Yeah, me too, because I think Sweden are just slightly pisher than
yeah,
Switzerland.
they have better like individual players, and for some reason Granit Xhaka plays way better for Switzerland than ever, and same with Shaqiri.
Yeah.
And Johan Juru, which we keep forgetting he exists. Like, I think they just play better.
Do you think it's Sweden have justified their decision not to
Oh yeah,
take Zlatan?
oh yeah, totally.
I think Zlatan feels that way.
Nah,
Probably not, but I think the problem with him is like they're not. He's just a one-man team. One-man teams generally don't win stuff, excluding Portugal.
Bullshit, yeah.
But they generally don't. You have to be a team. You have to be a proper team. Like, I think more often than like, and he brings the circus with him as well, which is not good for them.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm the same. I think Switzerland will probably just do it, but this could go either way. Yeah.
yeah, no, same. Nothing each, going to penalties. Switzerland taking it.
Switzerland to scrape it. Yeah.
Right, here we go. England, Colombia.
Colombia, the Colombians are taking it.
I don't think so. I think James is now out injured, and he's a massive part of what they do.
Did he play all 3 games?
Yeah, and he came off injured in the 30th minute today or something.
He's
Yeah,
a big loss.
Yeah,
He's-
maybe run their game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think his calves. He's pulled a calf muscle or something. It's like a recurrence of a previous injury, so it looks like he's done. My reservations about Colombia were when I watched them, Falcao is so isolated. Like, none of the midfield 3 behind him were anywhere near him. Like, Cuadrado was.
And he's usually a pretty good player. Like, he's usually good. Like,
Well, he was doing his job, but I don't think he looks as sharp as he should be. He looks a little bit unfit, but he was holding the ball up, laying it off to people, and then no one was in the box. Say it was like holding up. Cuadrado's playing right wing, lays it back to Cuadrado. He then doesn't have time to get back in the box. Like, just no one else has ran beyond him. No one has done the super Frank Lampard run and get in at the back post. So Colombia, apart from that, I mean, they look okay. That was it the Barcelona boy?
Yerry Mina.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah, but he's really weird. Like, he's not a Barcelona player. Yeah, the few times he's played for Barca, he just looks shite. But then he's better in for Colombia because he's they have to defend for their lives quite a lot of the time.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got him. They've got Davidson Sanchez.
He was pretty good. Like, he's a pretty decent defender.
Yeah, I thought for Tottenham he was excellent. He was absolutely excellent. But England
England have more quality. I think that's maybe what you were about to say there. But I don't think Colombia is going to make it easy for them. Like, they're not going to just accept.
They're
not going to get this game and be like, right, okay, we're probably going to lose. They're going to be like, fuck these bastards. Like, they're going to, if they want to win, they're going to have to work.
Yeah, I mean, my thing was, again, down the left hand side, I think they're really vulnerable. If you've got someone who's as good at attacking as Cuadrado against Ashley Young and Harry Maguire,
you could expose them.
Exactly. If we're being honest, Harry Maguire is a slightly better Gary Caldwell. He turns like the Titanic. It's ridiculous how slow he is. He's just got a massive head. He's useful, extremely useful for set pieces. Massive head, but I think that's where they're going to get found out. Also, if a top quality striker's playing against Kyle Walker as well, I'm not convinced. He's not a centre half.
Aye, that's another exposure there. And if you've got somebody Falcao's not as good as he used to be, but he still obviously knows what he's doing, so he would bully Kyle Walker a wee bit, and especially if Cuadrado is exposing him down the right, and if Falcao's just kicking about in the box.
Yeah, their defence isn't great. Jordan Henderson's a protection, but going forward, though, I've been really impressed with England so far.
They've got a lot of pace. I mean, look with Sterling and Rashford. Like, if they start on the wings and then Kane up front.
Jesse Lingard's been great. Like,
he's part of the Pogba as well, so he doesn't count.
But they seem to create a ridiculous amount of chances, but don't put them away because it's Jesse Lingard and Raheem Sterling that they're falling to.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like, Lingard, he's another. I hate using the term flash player, but he's another flash one. Like, he can't do the simple stuff. Harry Kane can do all the simple stuff very, very well, which is why he bangs in all the goals. Whereas Lingard, he's a highlight reel boy. Do you know what I mean? Like, you remember all the amazing goals he scored, but then you forget the times where he's hoofed it over the bar or he's had an open goal. Same with Raheem Sterling. Like, Raheem Sterling is great, but he gets in so many positions and his conversion rate is horrendous.
Yeah.
Until
this season, like, his conversion rate definitely did increase this season, like with Pep and Man City, but yeah, I think Raheem Sterling more for the amount of chances he misses than the amount of goals he scores.
Yeah, I mean, he missed
an
open goal like 2 minutes into the game against Tunisia.
Oh yeah, that's just who he is. He's just can't finish. But he is probably their most important player because he's just so rapid and he's so good with the ball.
That England attack, being completely neutral. England going forward are as good.
Sitting there with Scotland top.
Being completely neutral, England are as good as anyone going forward. I think they won't. You look around this tournament, they shouldn't be scared of attacking anyone. You screwing your face up. I still don't think they're as good as Brazil going forward. Like, Brazil are like the pinnacle of going forward, I think, and then underneath them you've got if Argentina clicked, you've got them, then you've got France. Then England are up there, but I still think that there are teams that are better than them. England and Belgium could genuinely meet in the final.
Yeah, and Belgium going forward as well. Like, you forget, this is a stacked World Cup. Like, when you really think about it, the number of high world class players that are in it, it really is pretty stacked. Yeah. But at the same point, there's been a lot of underperformance. So
yeah,
here's a question for you: what position does Ruben Loftus-Cheek play? I have no idea. What's his
Centre
role?
mid,
But what's his
centre
role?
defensive
What's his role though? Like, sorry, I mean role,
He's-
not what position.
He carries the ball. That kind of, he's not a guy that's gonna get his head up, swivel, and bang a 30-yard pass out. He likes to run with it. In a sort of
Then what does he
similar-
do at the end? Then it's kind of like he's always getting fouled because he's
'Cause he
running.
runs
with
with
it.
the ball,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of like, but then I'm like, well, what's his? What does he do? Because I was trying to watch to see what he does, and he'll run forward and then he'll stop and turn and then he'll pass it backwards, and you're like, well, what was the real point of that? Like, he's not a Lampard character where he'll go forward, he'll make a pass, and he'll shoot, and he's not really anyone. Like, I would have, like Jordan Henderson is better than that. He's more of a passer.
Well, yeah, Jordan Henderson's not going to play. If we're talking England specific, it's going to be Jordan Henderson or Eric Dyer, and it's definitely going to be Jordan Henderson
and
because
Dele Alli,
Eric Dyer's
like,
terrible.
who's the creative?
And yeah,
side,
so it would be, he's basically doing the role Dele Alli does.
But he's not nearly as creative. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
See,
Yeah,
that was my
yeah.
problem with it. I was like, I didn't really understand. I see him as an option. Like, if you need somebody big in midfield, like
Actually,
whack him in there.
big
He's
guy.
a
He's
monster.
a unit.
Yeah.
He's a
But
unit.
at the same point, though, like, what's the point in that? If it's like you might as well have John Obi Mikel, who was the same thing, like just like a big guy who didn't really have a speciality,
He won't be back in the team anyway.
Yeah.
I feel a bit bad
Okay,
for him
no,
because I think Chelsea have already said that they want to keep him. They're not selling him, but they're going to loan him out again. And I'm just like, mate,
There's chat that Everton was trying to loan him.
you need to get out of Chelsea, man. Like
Yeah.
the guy, I mean, the guy's a starter for any other club in England, but he's not a starter for Chelsea. But they're just like, nah, we're keeping you on our books, and I feel bad for him.
You know that. You go to
No, I
Chelsea,
know,
you know that.
I know
you
it. That's the
that
thing.
risk.
I know that is the thing. Like, I think he does. Like, he needs to get out of there and actually get consistent first team football with somebody like Everton or whoever it might be to then be able to establish himself more.
Go abroad. More of these English guys are going abroad and doing pretty well.
Especially in Germany.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why not? Like that's it's such a crazy thing. It's like, oh yeah, you get the wages there, but like, it was ridiculous. Raheem Sterling when he was 18 or 19 going in, what was it, like 80 grand a week or something. Like, that's just mad. That's why they stick around. They don't stick around because they're going to play football. They stick around because they're going to get, they're going to get, what's his face, guy that plays for Sunderland,
Jack
Jack
Rodwell.
Rodwell wages,
Yeah.
85 grand, and he's playing for fucking Sunderland. Ridiculous.
Right.
Go somewhere else and prove yourself.
We'll bring it back. Last game, Colombia, England. Who do you have? Genuinely.
England.
I think England will win. I can't believe I'm saying this. I feel dirty. I think England will win, but I would love it if Colombia just somehow scraped a 1-0. I'd love it. Or even if they just forced them extra time, tired them out, and then they get pumped in the next round. If England went through and then they get pumped in the next round, fuck them.
Right, well, we'll end it on that. A swift fuck them. Yeah.